The year is coming to an end, and you know what that means: sales. I got Cubase 14 at a cross-grade price about a little over a month ago and ended up getting the 15 upgrade for free. They have great add-ons, as you'll soon see. I picked up Percussion Factory from UVI, and let's say I don't have buyer's remorse. They have pre-computed loops and a sequencer built into the program. They also have built-in effects that you can add to the sounds. And they have a great amount of samples. The color keys are the trigger keys. The set of teal keys activate the loops, and the black keys, well, they don't do anything. For this video, I will play the samples in myself. Now that I have the loop bounce to audio, I will time stretch it to add energy. In Cubase, you have to select the clip, activate musical mode, and select the time stretching tool to complete the process. I proceeded to program in the drums. I selected a hi-hat and sent it to the sampler track. Once playback is turned on, you can alter the sound to your liking. I wanted to modulate the fine-tune knob, so the hi-hat sounds a bit different every time it's played. Cubase has some very interesting modulators, but I used the classic LFO tool to do the job. If you select the note in the MIDI window, a process bar will appear. I randomized the velocity of the hats to give it more bounce. I also got Extreme Effects 2 from UVI. I got it with a voucher. I bought Falcon a few months ago and was able to use the credits to get this for free. Extreme Effects has a ton of samples to choose from, but the magic lies in the LFO window. You could change the X and Y axis into different effects. You can also change the sample start time as well as import your own sounds. The last thing I purchased was the V Collection 11 by Arturia. I bought 7 years ago and realized I could get 11 for $99. I am very pleased with the new instruments added. Pure Lo-Fi has great sounds, and I will definitely be diving into it with all its capabilities. I use Cubase's chord pads to play chords. This is one of the reasons I got Cubase. It has a wealth of progressions and other tools other native chord generators are lacking. Again, by highlighting the MIDI notes, you can randomize the play probability and give your chords a bit of an arpeggiated sound. The MIDI modifiers allow you to randomize the position, pitch length, and velocity. This isn't even scratching the surface of what Cubase has to offer. I bounced to track the audio and pitched it up 7 semitones to make it stand out. I then pulled up augmented voices. I changed some of the settings to blend together a sound to bring attention to the beginning of the loop. I returned to pure lo-fi for the bass. Finally, I added the Jupiter 8000 to add a little more variation to the loop. And that's the track. I'm very pleased with Cubase at this point in time. It is my go-to DAW. The native effects, chord pad, drum machine, and modulators were game changers for me coming from Studio One. It's not perfect. Some of the processes take time to get used to, but at the end of the day, this is the workstation I will be creating in for the near future. I am also very happy with the other purchases I have made and will be stocked up to make more music for 2026. Hopefully some of this information can be used in your productions, and I'd like to thank you for tuning in, and I hope you have a very happy and prosperous new year.